K9, your time in active service is about to come to an end. The Federation military in its full strength has arrived.
What?
It's all hands on deck for this last battle. We need everyone that we can get, and K9's performance in the last month has been crucial to the war effort. If we can force the Cascadians off Magadan, I believe it would be within my power to relieve the reservist forces from their duties.
Yeah, just get the briefing underway. The sooner we're done with this, the better.
Age before beauty, Cop.
Yeah, you'd know a little about that, wouldn't you, old-timer?
A month being Wingman, and you're still...
With the majority of the Federation military now in Magadan, we'll be once again using the Bering Strait as the corridor between the Federation and Cascadia. The importance of this route cannot be overstated, especially since, regrettably, a mercenary-led airstrike recently struck against our Pacific hub in Sawaki. Suffice to say, that particular route is off-limits momentarily.
I was thinking about a vacation there after all this. Damn it.
With this particular offensive, we will use the overwhelming force of the Federation to repel the Cascadians from our land. And from there, Cascadia will be returned to the fold. That, however, is not within your operational boundaries. We've now returned to the initial landfall site for the Cascadians, and if we can cut off their original landing point, we can effectively force them off Magadan. K9, provide direct combat air support and terminate the enemy.
Terminate the enemy, Chad. Boats got touched. I mean, they're about to get touched again. I see them calling out at least 3 carriers on this map, which means they probably got support ships with them, so, yeah. That about to touch the fuck out of some boats. Alright, Chad, let's see what we got. Are they giving us any new toys? Okay, so they're giving us... I mean, we already had, the Terminator. They're also giving us the J-20. I mean, if I had my choice, I'm gonna go with the Su-37. But it also has no anti-ground stuff. Then again, extremely disappointed that there's only 2 two-seater aircraft. You're basically forcing me to either take the Tomcat or the fucking Frogfoot in order to have IT. And that makes me unhappy. Makes me very unhappy. No glove box cockpit. Apparently not. So there, I believe that there is a mod to have your Wizzo to have every plane be a 2-seater in the DLC, but I did not download that mod because the main reason I didn't download the mod is because it also gives you basically every weapon for every plane. And while that could make the game more fun, I didn't want to do that my first playthrough because I would rather play the game the way it was intended the first time. And then, you know, if I decide to go back and play it again, okay, fine, I may use that mod. But unfortunately, the only mod that makes every plane in the DLC a 2-seater also gives every weapon to every plane. So, it makes me unhappy that we're not going to get more IT, but I think we go with the J-20 for the ground capability. Probably gonna be dealing with some kind of rotor wing. So we'll take a fairly standard loadout here. We'll take a fairly standard loadout here.
Our special forces picked up the Cascadian operation plane when Driver hit their base. General Faust's intention for invading Magadan hasn't been to take territory. It's been to destroy all of Magadan's geothermal accordium industry.
It's gonna be a cold winter ahead.
We staved off the worst of the damage thanks to you. Now look alive.
Rock 6 actual to all forward elements. Report to my call sign and kick off the operation. Section leaders, you have your orders. This is a sideshow before we get to Cascadian. K9, I've heard good things about you and Driver. Think you can help us clear the field?
Can I?
We can. Rookie engaging. Cobb, going for it.
Break engaged. Driver, get us in, buddy.
Oh, you know I will. You know I fucking will.
This is Black Eagle Actual. It's time to leave the Federation to its fate. Commence the battle.
Are we done with the objectives here, General?
No, I'll need volunteers to complete our mission. But we have to send back as many as we can to Cascadia. We cannot hold as it is now.
Alright, let's see. We got the multi-locks, we got the unguided large. I see what appears to be an HVT way out there.
We are Redcom 1. Everything to our front is hostile.
Okay, there's certainly some ominous music going on here.
Rock Charlie, Rock Foxtrot. Forward engaged.
Yep, that's a fucking railgun.
On standby.
If it's an HVT on the ground, it's usually a railgun. That's quite enough of that, Jesus. How long does it take to reload these bombs? God, the extra maneuverability after flying the frog foot. It's like night and day. It's like I'm playing a different game. But we're gonna take out the ground targets first, chat, then we'll go for the dogfight. What I don't want is a bunch of AAA on the ground fucking with my ability to fight these donkeys in the air. And they definitely appear to want to interfere. And I want my showdown with these pilots to be uninterrupted.
I need PDA on that last pass. Anyone copy?
Just stay in formation with Driver.
Alright. Let's see, what do we got? We got an artillery on the ground? No, that's a flak. Alright, good. Definitely want that taken care of. And I think we're good. Alright, now it's time to kill some donkeys.
I can't deploy them. Not here.
Oh, he wanted to touch tips. He wanted to touch tips. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. You're toast. Who's next?
Allied forces are reporting full engagement up and down the board. K9, keep engaging his flag. Roger all.
That's another one down. Who's next? Come on. Like, why are they bringing all these, like, busted-ass junkers out here? They were throwing Su-37s at me a couple of missions ago. Now it's nothing but Tomcats? Go into the darkness. There we go. That guy was just not willing to go down. Alright. We're going again.
Incoming, go evasive.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got this. I'm gonna tell you like I told Prez. Let me quarterback this thing.
General Faust, you're several days behind schedule on the pullback. You should not be in Magadan.
This war has changed, Griffiths. You heard what Elizabeth told you when we lost Presidia. Stay in your lane.
We're several days out from Prospero, and we're projected to take Presidia in less than a month. You are needed here.
Don't talk to me.
So that's basically what we're doing. Is we got
Nothing about.
Dommy Mommy going rogue on us.
That this is just an independence war. I need volunteers. I don't care if you're mercenaries or my fellow countrymen. In order to secure the future, we are going to go on a mission.
Relay that order! If anyone goes, you will be left behind. Don't you dare abandon your country.
The time has come.
And so have I. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And Notepad Anon coming up with a big time raid. Good to see you, Notepad. Glad to have you on a Saturday. And welcome, Raiders, to the stream where we're playing some, well, technically we're playing the Frontline-59 campaign for Project Wingman. We've already done the vanilla campaign, but good to see you. Glad to have you. Hopefully the weekend is treating you well. Thanks for dropping by. And of course, I gotta do my usual thing here. I apologize. Hold on a second, chat. You know the drill. Let's see, what were you guys doing? Looks like you were writing and reading today. So tell me, Notepad Anon, what was it that you were working on today if you were writing and reading? And in the meantime, I'll introduce myself for all the folks that might be new. My name is Maria Miran, and I play, well, mostly video games, but I play a lot of tactical games, a lot of strategy games. Today we're playing a flight arcade game because I'm a little bit of a military nerd, and I picked up Project Wingman over the holiday sale, and figured I would sit down and play it. We just wrapped up a pretty lengthy campaign in XCOM 2 as well. So, I mean, if you're interested, we've got the archive out there. We do a lot of that. I also play Battletech. I'm a huge Battletech nerd. I'm into Warhammer 40K. We haven't played Space Marine yet, but that's on my to-do list sometime down the line. So again, if you guys don't know me, I hope that you will stick around here with this insanely generous and crazy cult of untactical donkeys. I say generous because, as you can see, they're just flinging gift subs all over the place. And I tell them not to do that, and they do it anyway. Yeah. So again, welcome Raiders, welcome Notepad Anon. Let's see, who all do I have to thank right away here? We've got Dark Naze gifting a sub to Notepad themselves. Thank you, Dark Naze, for the gifted sub. We got Troubleshooter gifting a sub to Manly Salmon. Now that is a hell of a name. That is a hell of a name. Manly Salmon. I approve. Let's see. We've got Max Dammit gifting a sub to Spartan117QZ. We've got EW gifting a sub. Actually gifting multiple subs here. Looks like they gifted 5 subs to Waggling Mermaid, Superman Prime, Were Wombat. Again, I approve. Doctor... I apologize, Doctor. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name because I'm terrible with names. And Horus OP as well. I agree, Horus OP. That's why the Emperor had to go into the Golden Throne after all. So Horus indeed, OP. But again, thank you, Raiders, for dropping by. Hopefully you guys are having an outstanding weekend so far. And if not, hopefully it'll be a little better now that you're here. It was asked for like 2/3, honestly. Wow, that's rude. That's rude. Went over a few tabletop RPGs or maybe tactical RPGs from Osprey, a British company. Can't say that I've ever heard of them, honestly. But then again, I'm not as much into the tactical RPG side as I used to be. I play more like tactical strategy games and things like that. I do like a good tactical RPG, don't get me wrong. It's just finding a good one these days is a little more difficult than it used to be, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean that we can't enjoy the classics. The Emperor let Horus do that. I mean, listen, that sounds like filthy loyalist talk to me, Spartan. And I mean, you know, at the end of the day, if that's what you want to believe, that's fine. That's fine. Dirty old goat. Wait, what? Dirty. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Let me read that name. Oh my God, you're right. It is. It's dirty old goat. Okay. Well, see, so here's the problem, guys. And I know some of you don't know this, but like when you look in the interface in Twitch and Streamlabs, like for those of you that like capitalize letters in your username, it doesn't show me that. Like it doesn't show me the capital letters. So if you capitalize letters to kind of help people understand what your name is supposed to be, it doesn't show me that in the Twitch and the Streamlabs interface. Like kind of just, it's just a jumble of letters and I have to try to noodle it out. I'm a proud servant of the God Emperor of mankind, Ave Imperator. I mean, again, you know, there are much better, stronger, more useful gods out there. You don't have to give your faith to a corpse. I'm just saying. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. I gotta play devil's advocate a little bit literally in this case, but I am, as you can see in the chat, Cadia stands. I am a diehard Guard player, and yes, Guard. They are the Imperial Guard. I've said many times before, Games Workshop can take that Astra trademarkium bullshit and shove it right back up their ass where it came from. The Imperial Guard is the Imperial Guard. And as far as I'm concerned, it will always be the Imperial Guard. So, I mean, for those of you that are curious, I mean, just to give you guys a little more info about who I am, I mean, I was playing 40K back in the 3rd and 4th edition days. I had to give up the hobby for a while. I have recently being within the last 4 or 5 years, gotten back into the hobby side of 40K, but I don't really play any games anymore. At least on tabletop. But either way, sorry for everybody that was invested in what was going on. Again, we're playing we're playing Project Wingman, specifically the Frontline-59 campaign. I believe this is mission 5 of 6. I think this is mission 5 of 6, so we're almost done with the DLC. Depending on how late I want to go with the stream, we might also play some Conquest when we're done. But we'll definitely be picking up something else, and I got a pretty good idea what it's going to be on the next stream. But if you're interested in watching me play a little more Project Wingman, you could definitely stick around. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, and for those of you that agree, like listen, I understand why they changed the name from Imperial Guard to Astra Militarum, but nah, sorry, it's the Astra Militarum. And, you know, I also have a Sisters of Battle army because they're the Sisters of Battle, or alternately Bolter bitches, if that's what you're into. Again, the Adeptus Sororitas, you can get out of my face with that. Like, I understand that that's the canonical name within the setting for them, but it wasn't called Codex Adeptus Sororitas. It was called Codex Witch Hunters, and they were specifically referred to as the Sisters of Battle within that codex. So, fucking don't at me, Games Workshop. I know what I'm about. Even if you guys forgot where you came from, I didn't. So, I'm just saying. Anyway, chat, let's get back into this. All my homies love Sisters of Battle. I mean, so listen. Back in those days, back in my day, old VTuber, angry at Cloud. Back in my day, Sisters were a entirely pewter army. Like, it was all metal. And if you wanted to carry a Sisters army, you basically had to register, like, whatever case you were carrying your army in, you had to register as a deadly weapon. Because you were carrying around, like 50 pounds of metal anytime you went somewhere with your Sisters army. But the sister sculpts are outstanding. I really, really like the sister sculpts. And like, don't get me wrong, the old pewter models looked good, and I didn't mind them necessarily, but the plastic models are actually really, really good. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with pewter models. Like, I have a bunch of Infinity miniatures, and most of their range is in pewter. Like, pewter, to me, is definitely a good medium for minis. It's just, as far as, like, weight constraints are concerned and stuff like that, if you're gonna try to build an entire army out of pewter, like, that's a pretty tough ask in this day and age. Like, I'm okay because, like, pewter is not only reliable, it's also durable. And more importantly, you can put a lot of detail into a pewter model. Like, they can do a lot with plastic now. But pewter can still hold a great deal of detail. It's just that, you know, back in those days, GW's molds were a little iffy. Rather sniff pewter dust than plastic dust. I mean, if you're gonna get lung cancer, why be picky about what from? That, like, come on, Manly Salmon. Like, cancer is cancer. Don't be picky. Anyway, Chad, I keep saying I'm going to get back to the game and then I don't because, yep. So the longtime members of the community know I will rant about 40K and Games Workshop for hours. I like that. I will get on that soapbox for hours. So before I do, let me get back into the game. But again, thank you guys for dropping by. And I promise I will try to look at chat, but I'm also kind of in the zone. I have to be very dialed in on this game or I'm gonna get myself blown up or shot down. And we've already had quite a few of those incidents today. Alright, it's a dogfight, chat. It is a dogfight. Meanwhile, 2B is apparently going off the reservation here. Alright, there we go. I will use the semi-actives if you make me. Don't make me. Oh, come on, get there, baby. Yes, I love it. I love it. Alright, who's next? You're the last one? Alright, guns. Oh, never mind. There's a couple left. And we got him. Outstanding. The semi-actives are pretty busted, especially at long range. There we go. Yeah?
On all channels. Flagging using the Keycom codes inherited from the FNS Jerusalem. Hailing all Pacific Federation channels requesting communique with the commanding officer of Federation forces in Magadan. Sir, they're calling for you. Put them on. This is the Federation frontline commander of the forces currently engaged with you, Cascadian commander. Go ahead with communique. The fortunes of this war change day by day. In this battle, fortune favors the Federation, and you will force us off Magadan. I admit this, and I ask for a momentary truce and cessation of hostilities for all active Cascadian Independence Force units to evacuate and leave. You have my word that we will return directly to Cascadia. No one else needs to die. Whether you retreat or fight today, the outcome is the same. This war is going to be over soon. There's no more need for this to go on. RTO, verify the wire immediately. My verification code. Copy. Making inquiry. Stand by.
That's a lot of standby.
Understood.
Mission update. Oh no, it's time for war crimes, Chad. plenty of pewter models. Perry Brothers, the guys who worked on GW for a long time, make their own historical lines, and a lot of them are pewter as well. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, pewter models are still very cost effective. Like, that's the main reason that people use pewter models these days, is because they're a lot cheaper than plastic.
K9, do what needs to be done.
Why are you making me war crimes? Why are you making me war crimes? I didn't sign up for war crimes. You can stop that whenever it's convenient, by the way. Oh my goodness. No, I want the unguided bombs large, please.
Strike successful.
I mean, I feel bad. It's not war primes if they're potential combatants. I mean, that's true. But, like, they're very clearly trying to, like, not be in this situation, and I do kind of feel bad that, like, our people are just like, nah, go ahead and kill them, war crimes. But I think that goes back to my own views on war in general, and how, like, I think certain people are a little too anxious to fight and die in war, especially when they aren't the ones that have to do the fighting and the dying. Please, thank you. I'm gonna say, the game has the same problem as Ace Combat in that regard, and that it very often wants you to target not the thing that you're trying to target. Alright, here we go. We got a cruiser. I can take out the cruiser with guns. We got an air target. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna line that up very well. It's fine. It's fine. Wow, we didn't actually get the kill on that. That's impressive. Alright, there we go. There we go. Okay, it's all air targets, so now it's time for a dogfight. I mean, I say that, but it's not much of a dogfight with semi-actives. Also, I could just do the job with guns. I do prefer dogfights with guns in this game. I understand now why there's so many multiplayer servers in DCS where it's guns only. Because it's a lot of fun. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. Oh, we might have a shot. We might have a shot. Get there. Nope, we didn't get there. That's alright. Guns, guns, guns. Oh. Oh, we're doing some more.
K9, driver, you heard all that? Fight the Cascadians from the Federation.
Let's finish this.
K9A, bombs away. Target down. Take us with us. War goes on.
Alright, so they've got at least one airship, which I'm gonna say hello with some multi-lock missiles. I mean, you're not wrong. Somebody has to lose every war. That's kind of how wars work.
Go back to your country.
And in this case, Cascadia did invade this nation. which was not the aggressor at all. Like, ultimately, at the end of the day, Magadan was not the aggressor in this conflict. They just happened to be part of the Federation. Oh, let's maybe not do that. Let's maybe not crash into the gunship. Oh, they're very angry. I mean, I would be too, but... It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I don't necessarily like the fact that we're on the side of the Federation in this conflict because we know they're the bad guys, but like specifically Magadan is not like they're just a vassal state. So like they didn't have much of a choice in the matter. It would be like blaming Britain's colonies in World War II for fighting. Like they didn't exactly have a choice in the matter for the most part. And I'm talking about actual colonies, not Commonwealth member states. Like, it's different for countries like Australia, India, Canada. So, for those of you that are just catching on, yes, I do know a little bit about military history as well. Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you. There we go. Alright, we got a couple of boats left on the water, but I want to finish up this last plane. Come on, get there. Damn it. Alright, we missed with that one, but we had a wingman pick it up. We had a wingman pick it up. You know what? Bombing run. Why not? There we go. There we go. John Wingman, yeah. No, I mean, it's actually Ian Wingman. That's John Wingman is his brother.
We're in the clear. We're moving to Cascadia within 24 hours. Chase that battleship! All peacekeepers, drive them away! K9, Cascadia has been repelled off Magadan. The battle has been won.
About goddamn time. K9C, heading back.
K9B, getting out of here. Delta, heading home. K9A, good job out there. RTB.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, war is complicated. And even games and stuff do, like, have a bad habit of trying to make it a black and white kind of thing, but,
and your
like,
supreme piloting skills,
war is complicated.
Cascadia has been driven off from Magadan, and the Federation has been secured. Federation forces are now streaming across the Bering Strait again, and landing in Cascadia in order to put an end to their rebellion. Under normal circumstances, K9 would be deactivated, and you would be allowed to return to your regular lives.
Just rip the bandage off, Vita.
K9 is being asked to be on standby as General Faust is being hunted down. Although the main invasion force has been dealt with, her splinter group has yet to be found. ISR is chasing down leads. However, until Faust is dealt
Manly
with,
Salmon,
K9 will
yes,
have to be
kind
on
of.
call.
So, Project Wingman takes place in a alternate future, where essentially, like, they discover this new resource called cordium, some stuff happens, it causes basically not only Yellowstone to erupt, but it also causes the entire Ring of Fire to essentially go crazy, and it essentially creates an apocalypse. Like, civilization in the world ends. People survive, of course, and so this is a civilization that has come about after that. So it's what I was calling it was like post-apocalypse. So like the world ended, And it was like a contemporary setting where the world ended and people had to struggle to survive, so that it was like, you know, it was basically the Mad Max days. And then slowly, over hundreds of years, civilization came back, and now you have new nations that are occupying the old territories. And obviously they do remember a little bit about their history and stuff like that, but for all intents and purposes, it's like a new world. And Cascadia, because obviously Yellowstone is in the Midwest, Cascadia is essentially the west coast of the United States, but it's completely separated from the rest of the continental US. And there are some other changes geographically to the world, because obviously if there was all this tectonic activity and earthquakes and volcanoes and, you know, basically the world tearing itself apart, I mean, you would definitely see some geographical changes. So there are some differences. Like, instead of being a chain of islands, Hawaii is basically just like a big island instead, and stuff like that. So I mean, it's an interesting setting, and feel free to go check out the wiki, where they get a lot more into the history of the world and what's going on in it and things like that. Also, you could always just buy the game and play through it. There's a lot of text logs in the game that go into the backgrounds of the characters and the nations and some of the major events in the setting. Again, you can find all that information on the wiki if you want, but you know, I would strongly suggest, if you like Ace Combat games, if you like flight arcade games at all, you owe it to yourself to buy Project Wingman. It is an outstanding game. It is a game made by Ace Combat fans for Ace Combat fans. I have been having a blast with this game. I have enjoyed it thoroughly. For those of you that might be curious, feel free to check out the archive. I did an extensive kind of like post-game review of what I thought about the game when we finished up the vanilla campaign at the end of last stream. So if you're curious on my thoughts, feel free to check out the archive, because I spent probably, God, I want to say at least an hour, almost an hour, last stream talking about what I thought about the game. And I mean, suffice it to say, I really enjoy the game. I consider it a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. It is an outstanding experience. And Omega Forge rolling into the stream on a Saturday with his raiders. Big time raid coming in. Thank you, Omega Forge, once again for yet another raid. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well, and hopefully your stream went well also. Let me do the tradition here of making sure we give you the shout out, and let's see what you were playing. Looks like you were playing some Conan Exiles. Now, I mean, this is the part where I take the puff off the cigarette. Conan Exiles, that's a name I haven't heard in years. I sometimes forget that game exists. But tell me how things in Conan Exiles were going. Were you playing multiplayer? Were you playing single player? Were you having a good time? Was it a struggle? Tell me what you were getting up to, and we'll get started on the briefing for what I assume is the final mission of the Frontline-59 DLC here in Project Wingman.
It's always something. Second we start packing up to go home, we get told to stay on base.
I think you and Driver were born for this life, Cobb. You've both got enough fire in you to keep on fighting.
K9, General Faust has been found. ISR has reported that just offshore, Faust has linked up with a sizable element of mercenary and Cascadian airships. We're still trying to get the details on their exact force composition, but we're expecting an air assault.
Air assault where? It's not like there's anything still left standing after the invasion.
There is one strategic location of importance that his forces didn't break down. Base Station 0. This is Magadan's largest geothermal facility, and it was just outside of the front line enough that, outside of a few air raids, Faust's main forces were never able to secure it. Crystal Kingdom anticipates that Faust will move on this facility immediately, and, with most of our forces otherwise concentrated on securing a foothold back in Cascadia, K9 is on deck. Load up for heavy air combat. The Federation needs you.
Omega Forge says it was not a struggle in the slightest. We went and smacked down all the bosses for someone who's been away from the server. Ah, okay. We crushed our enemies, saw them driven before us, and heard the lamentations of their women, as it should be. I mean, clearly, it is what's best in life.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
I'm glad that you kept that message in your heart as you smacked down all the bosses. But good to see you as always, Omega, and Raiders as well. Always glad to have you guys come by and join us. Of course, you're joining us right here at the tail end of the Frontline-59 campaign for Project Wingman. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Project Wingman, but it's an ace combat game by fans for fans, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy. Again, I apologize because I haven't really been paying a whole lot of attention to chat, just because I kind of got to be like locked in on the game. So I'm trying to take some time in between the missions to actually talk to you guys, rather than just reacting to what's going on in the game. But good that you got what was best in life out of your time in Conan Exiles. Alright, let's see if they're gonna give us any new planes for the final mission. Hopefully they give us a good one. I hope it's not the meme plane though, because we already did the meme plane, and I got a feeling it is gonna be the meme plane. For those that are uninitiated, the meme plane is the Chimera. That's what they call it in the game. They obviously use legally distinct names, but the Chimera is basically a joke plane that was come up by 4chan, and the developers put it in as a joke. It's like a Frankenstein, a Frankenplane, of like an F-22, a J-20, and Su-30s. Like think of all the beast mode ace combat planes, cram them all together, and that's basically what the Chimera is. Yeah, Manly. Essentially, SK can be substituted for SU. So like this, the VX-23 is like the J-20. You've got the Su-37, we've got the F-15C, the Su-25, the Tomcat, and then we've got the Falcon. Once again, very disappointed that they're not giving us a two-seater plane, because, like, chat, listen. Chat, listen. I know we have access to better planes, but IT is great. I have loved every mission that IT is in. And they're not giving us any two-seater planes. Yeah, the Wizzo waifu. Like, she's so good. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Prez. But IT is sassy, and I like that. Like, I like her attitude. And I really want to bring her on the last mission. So this might be a mistake. But it's the only way we get to, well, I mean, that or the Su-25, but this is all air targets according to the recon data. So, like, the Tomcat is where it's at. And I feel like in a flight arcade game, is it not fitting to end a DLC campaign on a Tomcat? Wreck-It, the E variant of the Eagle does have room for a Wizzo. The problem is, the variant that we have is the C. It's the air superiority fighter, as opposed to the E, which, what is multi-role, I believe. So yeah, you're not wrong. It's just that plane is not in the game. Well, it's not available for us to fly in the game, I should say. Because I think the E is actually in the game, and you do come up against it several times, but you can't actually fly it. So we're gonna take the Tomcat, Chad. We're gonna take the Tomcat. So I'm gonna do some semi-active, we'll do some multi-lock, and I guess more multi-lock. We're gonna be up against at least one airship, so those multi-locks will definitely help. Let's make it hot, Chad. Let's make it hot. Let's get in there.
K9, E6 here. Looks like we're one of the only ones left to move up. We'll be manning the defenses down here, but we can only do so much.
I'm glad you made it to the end of the war, Vasily.
Volume interference cuts into our radar. We'll be right on top of you when they start attacking.
Good. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Once again, allow me to remind you that this is my airspace and you only exist in it because I allow you to. It's just a big old furball, chat, which is exactly what I wanted. Honestly, that's what I like about this DLC, is like, they know what their players want. Because they started this DLC with a furball, and it looks like they're gonna end it with one too. And I 100% approve. 100% approve. Oh my, alright. This dude very clearly wants a piece of me, and he's gonna get it. You wanted my attention, you got it, buddy.
There's more to life than gold. What are you even trying to accomplish here? So better than this, I'll tell you that.
Oh, listen to the plane groan. You can hear it groaning. Alright, let's see what we got. I mean, I'll hit you with a semi-active. Oh, you can take two. Well, good to know. Good to know. I'll have to keep that in mind as we continue this fight.
We can save ourselves. Shoot them, driver.
I'm trying. But he is making me work for it. Oh, alright. Alright. You're not a rookie. You are not a rookie. Okay, look. This SU-37 is pulling some kind of BS here.
You're nothing but scum. In my casino, there's an open battle where the Federation will finally be done with all of you.
Oh my.
Me as I put the odds in my favor.
Oh, Bookie's got a little angy too. This guy has got some skills. I just need to get some guns on him, that's all. There we go, there we go. Alright. They got a Hornet. Let's see how he does against the semi-active. Get there, baby, get there. You love to see it. And if you're wondering, with the semi-actives, I actually have to keep the radar on them.
All immediate attack is down, but we have incoming from 140.
Of course we do.
Signature. Zero to everything. Here comes the big one. Come on.
Davai, let's go.
Fought me enough by constantly sending you reservists after me. But I suppose
Cascadian Black Fleet.
2B is a little angy.
K9, you can take them down.
2B is angy. I mean, I know I can take him down. There is no doubt in my mind that I can take him down. No doubt in my mind, not for a second. I love it. I love it. Almost got him. Almost got him. Just got a few more weapon systems we need to knock out on that one. Of course, these railguns, or not railguns, these AA guns are doing a little more damage than I would like. Let's just dump those missiles and see what we hit with them. Outstanding. I mean, having 3 of these things on top of each other is a whole thing. Like, that's a lot of anti-air firepower all in one spot. It's alright though, that's alright. We're gonna boom and zoom. We're gonna boom and zoom. We're gonna break off, we're gonna come back. We got the firepower advantage here. Oh shit, my bad. Chet, I was trying so hard to dodge the one, I ran into the other one. I didn't even realize that the other one was right above me and I nosed up into it. That's my fault. That is what, well, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like all of those weren't my fault, but lack of situational awareness, Chad. Lack of situational awareness. That's alright. I like dogfights. That gives me an excuse to do it again.
E6 here. Looks like we're the only ones left to move up. We'll be manning the defenses down here, but we can only do so much. Walcott, be advised. Quarterly interference cuts into our radar. Why don't you keep
Let's see. Can we bag 2 at the same time? Because I don't think we can, but I'm gonna try. Oh my god, we did it. Chet, we just bagged 2 with the semi-actives at the same time on the same lot. Yeah, I had that one coming, but that's okay. I took out your boyfriend and now I'm coming for you. I got your boyfriend and I'm coming for you. There we go. Let's see. I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try for a 2 again, Chet. I shouldn't. I know better, but I'm gonna try it. Alright. Oh, we got both again. I love it. Chet, we are hot dogging. We are hot dogging this time. We are hot dogging now.
We did this once already. Just hit the accordion tanks and let us go. Now, we might finish the job before Faust gets here.
That's another one down. Another one down. Another one bites the dust. Oh yeah, show me your belly like a good bitch. Alright, let's see, what do we got? That's another one. What do we got? Oh, right, we got the Su-37s. Alright, well since I know I need 2 semi-actives to bring you down, you're gonna get both of them right off the wreck. And that's the end of you. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go tip to tip. Show me what you got. Ah, that's not how you play chicken. That's not how you play chicken at all. Chad, am I talking too much shit? Am I about to get smacked hard in the face with Hubers? Because I feel like that's what's about to happen. There we go. Oh, he's good. He's good. I think we got an aspiring maverick here. But it's not good enough. All right.
One immediate attack is down, but we have incoming from 140. Heavy cordium signature. Zero to everything. Here comes the big one. Come on, rack up.
I mean, it's more than one. Vasily, I don't know if you know.
Enough by constantly sending you reservists after me. But I suppose that's what the Federation does. Make people into who they need them to be. For you four, it's being a pain in my ass.
Cascadian White Fleet. Diplomatic flotilla.
Why you gotta be so angry? Why you gotta be so angry?
Take them down. It's not impossible. Real inspiring.
I mean, it's only impossible if I have another mid-air collision.
Let's go.
Which, I mean, let's be honest. The way I fly, not off the cards.
May the mother of death find us all.
Not off the cards with the way I fly. But if we can knock out the weapon systems and get at least one of these things out of the sky. Ow. Ow. Okay, we're doing donuts around him, so let's break off. Let's break off. We'll come at it again.
Tracking all targets.
I mean, to be fair though, like, 2B was in this war for a completely different reason than the rest of her country was in it for. Like, apparently, I guess she's trying to, like, destroy the industry in the rest of the Federation so that Cascadia will have a monopoly on it or something? I don't really know. I'm not entirely sure what her end game is, but...
Take them apart. Piece by piece.
Alright, we'll just continue to break off. We'll just continue to boom and zoom. Because once we get those full volleys on the multi-locks, I mean, there you go. We can strip huge chunks of equipment off of those airships when we do that. And apparently the airship knows exactly what's up, because, like, they only care about me. They do not give a shit about anything but me. Man, this cruiser just does not want to go down. And it literally, like, there's no point for it to be in the air anymore. Like, it doesn't have any more weapon systems. Alright, here we go. Break off. We'll do some evasive maneuvers here to lose the missiles that they're shooting at us. And then we'll come back around on them. See if we can take out some of those flak guns. Oh yeah, there we go. Big money. Big money. The airship knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. Man, like, how many weapon systems does this thing have on it? Yeah, you've taken damage.
Victory is almost upon us. We won't let the world know what Cascadia will do when final judgment is at hand. Jayhawk Maxim Violet, Destera Ekposit, sorte your fates by any means necessary.
I mean, now mommy's out here quoting scripture and shit. Ow.
My countrymen are coming for you all.
Man, I'm just dumping volley after volley into this thing, and it's just... There's still more stuff on it.
I've starved a continent once. I'll do it again. For the good of mankind.
Oh no.
Good of my children.
She actually said the thing, Chad. I mean, of course, if you're gonna get the voice actress that plays 2B, you have to say, for the good of mankind, or glory to mankind, right? Like, come on. It's a requirement. Oh, we got a squadron. Alright, well let's finish this up quickly. Oh, we're not actually allowed to take down the thing? Alright. Well, Orion Squadron? Oh, no, I'm gonna get distracted. You cannot put a squadron of J-20s in front of me and expect me not to do anything with that. You cannot expect me to do nothing with that. Oh my, those are some big explosions. Those are some big ass explosions. Alright, that's one down. Oh no. Oh no, they have BS bubbles too! They also have BS bubbles, but they're explosions. I thought that was just flak. My mistake. My mistake. I'm gonna see if I can pull one or two of them away. Oh, they're just... Okay, so, like, this is a vendetta, is what it is. This is one of those, like, nothing I do is gonna stop them from focusing absolutely everything on me. So then the first thing I need to do, if I want to have a dogfight with Orion Squadron, I'm gonna have to strip some of the armaments off of this battleship. Because I'm not gonna be able to do anything in a dogfight until I've gotten rid of that stuff. Oh my god, they're like flying into the ground or something. Am I seeing shit? Chat, it looked like that airship was flying into the ground. Is it grounded? No, it's just having a moment. That's all it is. It's just having a moment. I don't know how much more equipment I can strip off of this thing. I'm running out of multi-lock missiles. but I'm not seeing any of the booms anymore. I'm not seeing any more of the bubbles, chat, so I think it's time. Let's go get these. Let's go get this bread. Let's get these fighters. Well, I'm gonna get you. I got you. Yeah, if you say so. I mean, if you want a monologue, that's fine. I'm a little busy though. I'm busy dealing with your G unit, so let me handle that, and then you can monologue if you want. Cause I don't want the rest of my squadron to bag all the glory. I want to make sure I get at least a few air-to-air kills that aren't just the weapon systems on this airship. Am I gonna get myself shot down because I'm trying to dogfight these donkeys? Because I feel like I am. Ow! Alright. I'll take the hint. Jesus. I've been evasive. What are you talking about? I've been flying in circles. I don't know how to be more evasive than that. Okay. So now we've stripped all the weapon systems off of the airship. Let's see what we can do about potentially taking out these fighters. That's another one down. You're too greedy? I am. Oh. I swear, this fucking airship, like, it feels like they're trying to ram me with the airship now. Because it's constantly following me. And so what that's doing is it's creating this situation where every time I try to flip, I'm like flying towards the damn airship. Oh, now Cobb's angry. Man. Y'all making everybody on the squadron angry.
For years, the Federation has claimed that they are the inheritors of the Earth after the calamity, taking the world over slowly. But here,
Jesus, see? You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Oh, they're okay. All right, we're doing this again. My God. We're doing this again. We're doing this again. Oh, what the... Ched, what the hell? My good Lord Jesus. Like, I don't... Alright. They are not fucking about. They are not fucking about. I mean, I gotta get away. Because I can't even do anything to him right now. I'm just spending all of my time evasive, trying to dodge lasers and railguns and every other goddamn thing under the sun. Yeah? Alright, alright. So apparently we're gonna have to hit these things multiple times. And I've only got 12 health left. And Dragon Master throwing out their prime sub for a 6 month, saying can't wait for the next 6 months and the games we will play. Well, I'm glad to hear it, Dragon Master. Glad that you've been enjoying the 6 months that you've spent here with us in the cult of bad tactical decisions. And I'm looking forward to 6 more and more besides. God bless it. I mean, I'm basically just having to do hit and run here. Because they're throwing the bubbles and the lasers and the railguns and all this other crap. And I'm like... My goodness. My goodness. They are pulling all the stops out for this fight.
I know where you come from. You should know better than this. You've seen it before in your homeland what the Federation does to a country.
You don't get to say that. You Cascadians did more damage to Oceania than the rest of the Federation.
I'm dead, Chad. If I take a single bullet, that's it. I'm at 1 health.
Kill them all, K9.
I'm at 1 health. If I take a single bullet, if I take any damage from any source, I am dead. And I'm flying through Laser Town, so, I mean, I'm just saying. I am slowly trying to whittle down the weapon systems. Oh, well, there we go. They dropped the bubble on me, Chad. They dropped the bubble on me. Couldn't do anything about it. Like, it feels like damage is basically unavoidable in this fight. I'll tell you what, here's what I'm gonna do, chat. I wanna change something here. I'm gonna change something.